Welcome back to my channel, and a special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach who has lost and maintained a 140-pound weight loss, and I am here with video number 5 in this 6-part series of unhealthy foods masquerading as healthy foods. This is information you need to know next time you're doing some grocery shopping. So today we're going to talk about 10 more foods that we think are healthy when they're really not. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on because I upload new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Down in the description box, I will link nutrition coaching. Highly recommend those personalized macros and calories. Again, that is what I followed to lose and maintain my 140-pound weight loss. I'll also have as well as nutrition coaching for questions, accountability, or to talk with me directly. Links and discounts to my favorite healthy things are also down in that description box. So let's talk about 10 more unhealthy foods masquerading and tricking you into thinking they're healthy. Packaging, diet culture, these two things can really play a big impact on what foods we deem to be healthy. We need to really pay attention to foods in depth and in detail to really decide if they're truly healthy. And these foods masquerade as healthy when they're really not. So I want to share 10 more with you today, and starting with number 1, a food I actually eat pretty regularly, and that's going to be pretzel. Now, while they're lower in calorie than other crunchy snacks like chips, and they typically have 0 to very low fat, pretzels aren't really considered to be a healthy food. The issue with pretzels is a 1-ounce serving typically packs about 300 milligrams of sodium and about 110 calories. Most of this is coming from carbohydrates. Pretzels are a simple carbohydrate, so they're something that are great utilized before a workout, is part of an after workout snack. And if you're going to have pretzels, and this is something I always do, pair it with another macro. So pretzels are a carb, so we want to pair that with a protein or a fat. So maybe you have pretzels in a cheese stick, or pretzels in a hard-boiled egg, or one of my favorite snacks, pretzels and peanut butter. Just make sure you're not just eating pretzels, because again, they're a fast-acting, simple carbohydrate. Number 2, egg white omelets. Now you might think you're out for breakfast with the fam and you're like, I'm gonna order an egg white omelet. That's a healthy choice. But is it actually a healthy choice? Now, when you opt for eggs without the yolk, you're obviously missing some satisfying fat. The majority of the fat in an egg is found in the egg yolk, and the majority of the protein of an egg is found in the egg white. When we take the yolk out, we take out the fat, and we need fat not only for flavor in our food, but fat actually helps us absorb the other minerals and nutrients in our food. So if you're only having an egg white omelet, you're missing out on satisfying, filling fat. You're also missing out on the benefits of B12, weight loss benefits, and vitamin D, and the yolk actually helps raise your good cholesterol. If you have high cholesterol, or you want to keep your cholesterol in check, or maybe you just want to watch your calories and your fat, opt for one whole egg and then fill in the gaps with egg whites. Don't just get the egg white omelet. Make sure you have at least one whole egg so you can reap the rewards of all the good stuff in the yolk. Number 3, this is something that I hear a lot from my clients, and that's spinach and artichoke dip. We immediately think spinach and artichokes, it's gotta be healthy. Now granted, it does have 2 different healthy greens, good for you vegetables in it, but it's definitely not a health food. One of the things that I immediately think about when I think of spinach and artichoke dip is Applebee's. Applebee's has a spinach and artichoke dip appetizer, which is their number 1 selling appetizer. And full transparency, I've definitely had this a time or two. But this dip has 950 calories. And some of these spinach and artichoke dips call for an entire jar of Alfredo sauce. And this is just an appetizer. So watch your calories, your fat content, and your ingredients. There is a spinach and artichoke dip that's frozen by Bird's Eye. That's about 50 calories a serving. That's really good. So if you want to have a spinach and artichoke dip, just don't go to Applebee's. Choose the healthier frozen option. Number 4, turkey burgers. This is something that I, again, get asked a lot about. Would it be better if I had a turkey burger over a ground beef burger? Not necessarily. Now, typically turkey burgers are made from the dark meat of the turkey. This is what makes it a little bit more tender, a little bit more juicy. And the macros, the calories, the fat are almost identical to ground beef burgers. So choosing the turkey burger isn't going to save you really any calories or any fat. And a lot of restaurants actually add salt, oil, and butter to their turkey burgers to make them a little bit more moist and to make them taste better. Remember, when we have low fat, fat-free things and we strip the fat out, typically we add in other things to make it taste good so you'll eat it, and that's the case with turkey burgers. So it's just as fat-laden as a regular hamburger, so have a regular hamburger. If you want to have a burger, have a regular hamburger versus a turkey burger, or if you want to have a turkey burger, make it at home. So you can use 99 or 93% ground turkey and not add anything extra to the burgers. Now, number 5 may be a little bit sad for a lot of you, and that's going to be diet soda. Your can of Diet Coke could be one of the main reasons you have less than stellar health overall. In addition to all of the artificial sweeteners, there's typically caramel coloring. Any diet soda or soda in general that's brown has caramel coloring. Caramel coloring is a carcinogen and something that we should truly avoid. Plus, the carbonation is terrible on your teeth. It actually erodes the enamel of your teeth. And all the other additives in your diet soda. Regular soda isn't any better than diet soda. Diet soda isn't any better than regular soda. If you can avoid soda in general, I would highly recommend it. Lean on things like naturally flavored sparkling water or just water in general, iced tea with no added sugar. Step away from diet soda. If you love it, if it's a staple for you, just make sure you're not over consuming it. Stick to maybe 1 can a day or less. Number 6 is an interesting one, and this is going to be fruit salsa. Amp up your meals by choosing a salsa that's more on the spicy side than the sweet side. You might think, oh, it's just fruit. It's cut up fruit that has naturally occurring sugar. How bad could it be? Often fruit salsa typically have added sugar, high fructose, and even corn syrup. And you're not getting that little bit of a metabolism boost that you do in the spicier version. If you love fruit salsa, make it at home and make sure it's simply just fruit, that you're not adding in any other sugar. Honestly, the naturally occurring sugar in fruit is plenty to make fruit salsa amazing. Number 7 is banana bread. We might think, oh, there's bananas in there. It has to be healthy. Just because something has fruit in the name or vegetables in the name, it does not make it automatically healthy. Sugar, butter, and white flour, that's the main components of banana bread. And then you're putting in bananas. It's just as unhealthy as any other dessert bread out there. Same goes with things like zucchini bread. Just because zucchini's in the title doesn't make it healthy. If you're going to eat these types of breads, make them at home so you can control exactly what's going in there. In fact, bananas are sweet enough that you don't even have to add any additional sugar. You can use the naturally occurring sugar in bananas. Find a healthier option to typical banana bread. Number 8 may be a bit of a surprise as well, and that's going to be deli turkey, or really any deli meat in general. I'm told processed meats like bologna and salami aren't healthy. Turkey breast, ham, and chicken breast really any more healthy, other than the fact that they don't have as much saturated fat and actual fat content. Deli turkey specifically is often loaded with artificial flavors and a lot of added sodium. That's what actually makes it taste good. Also, watch for nitrites and nitrates. These have been linked to specific cancers that occur in the digestive tract. You have to buy a pretty high-end meat to get rid of nitrates and nitrates. So if you like a good deli meat sandwich, just make sure you're choosing one that's a healthier option. Again, no nitrites, no nitrates, and watch the added sodium, and also make sure there's no artificial colors or flavors added. Number 9 is kind of like banana bread, and that's going to be bran muffins. Just because bran is in the title, doesn't make it healthy. The bitter secret in bran muffins is they're typically loaded, and I mean loaded with added sugar. Bran doesn't taste good. So in order for it to taste good, they have to add in a lot of sugar. Now, bran has fiber, which is amazing. So are you better off choosing a bran muffin over a chocolate chip muffin? Probably, but in order to make the bran muffin taste good, they're going to add in a lot of added sugar. So let's talk about a dry bran muffin mix. You know, one that you can buy in the bakery in the baking aisle of your grocery store. Martha White's honey bran muffin mix. So you're thinking honey and bran, this has got to be a winner. That's 260 calories just in the mix itself, and half of a cup of the dry mix, and 27 grams of sugar. 27 grams of sugar just in the dry mix, not to mention everything else you're adding to the mix to actually make the muffin. Just stay away from bran muffins. Stay away from store-bought and mixed muffins in general. And number 10, this may also be a little bit surprising, and that's going to be prepared salmon. Salmon's healthy omega-3 fatty acids cannot make up for all of those sweet, fat-laden sauces that are added to salmon when prepared at a restaurant. From sugary barbecue sauce to lots and lots of plain butter, salmon is regularly coated or covered in sauces and rubs and ingredients that make that healthy fish into an unhealthy meal, one that's packed with sugar and sodium and unhealthy ingredients. If you love salmon, make it at home. Grill it, broil it, pop it on to your barbecue, and ensure that you're not adding all of that icky stuff to the top of it, which adds all those added calories and takes away from the good health properties of salmon in general. So those are 10 more unhealthy foods masquerading as healthy foods. Again, let me know down below, did any of these surprise you, or are any of these your staple foods that you're kind of rethinking how often and how much you consume? Let me know down below. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn your bell on so you don't miss any future videos. There is one more video part of this 6-video series, and I will link the other 5 videos down below for you I will link the other videos down below for you if you missed them, as well as nutrition coaching and links and discounts to my favorite healthy things. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.